Hey guys, I'm Tara. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to help improve the arch in your foot if you have flat feet. So flat feet can be structural, so the structure of your foot, so you have your bones that kind of make up the arch of your foot, and sometimes the bones are a little bit lower, so like structurally they're lower and that can cause flat feet. But even if you have a structural issue that is causing your flat feet, these things can still help you. The first thing you can do is called a medial arch lift. So some people actually have over supinated feet, which is basically when the arch is too high. So if you kind of like notice that your foot looks like this, like your arch is really lifted off the floor, this is not going to be an exercise that you're wanting to do. But if you have flat feet and your arch is collapsing down, so this part of your foot you notice is kind of falling down to the ground, this exercise can be really helpful. So what you do is you're going to basically keep your big toe and your heel in contact with the floor, and you're just trying to lift your arch up, okay? Your big toe is going to want to start to lift up, but what you want to do is keep that in contact with the floor and just your arch lifts. Hold it there and then come back down. So it's a really small movement. So I like to hold 5 seconds and then come back down to your comfortable stance. And you should feel in this area the muscles working. So it's working these muscles to help support the bones so that they're not just falling down this way. Because usually these muscles get overstretched when you have flat feet, so you're trying to strengthen them up in the opposite direction. The next thing you're going to want to do is to do a calf stretch. So the calf usually gets tight because the Achilles gets tight. So the Achilles is the tendon that attaches our calf muscle into our heel bone, and that tends to get tight with flat feet. There's many ways you can stretch your calf, but the most basic way is to do it at a wall, and it's called a runner stretch. So basically you're going to put your hands on the wall. You're going to have one foot behind you, one foot in front. You're going to bend your front knee, your back knee stays straight, and you're working your back heel to the floor. So the back leg is the calf that's being stretched, okay? And you'll hold there. With stretches, you want to hold 20 to 30 seconds and then repeat it 3 times. The last thing you're going to want to do is strengthen your glutes. So research has shown that when you add in glute strengthening to treatment of the flat feet, that it's more effective than just working on the muscles of your foot. So that's because if your glutes are weak, it causes your leg to collapse in, which will kind of enhance the flat foot position. If the glutes are strong, you're able to keep that arch a little better. So I'm going to show you 2 exercises that you can do for your glutes that would be helpful to help support your arch of your foot. So basically the glutes are made up of 3 different parts. So you have your glute max, glute med, and glute minimus. So we're going to do an exercise for the glute max and for the glute med. So your glute med is located on your outer hip. So it's more the outside portion of your glute. It's really, really commonly weak in people, and it's a really important muscle to keep strong because it really not only will help your arch of your foot, but it's also helpful in supporting your pelvis and keeping your pelvis stable when you're walking or when you're on one leg. If you guys want to assess if you have any weakness in this muscle, I did create a self-assessment guide to see if the glute med is weak, and I will link that in the description down below. So you do need a band for the first exercise I'm going to show you, and I can link these in the description too if you don't have them. So you're going to put this around your ankles, and the exercise is side steps. It looks really, really easy, but guys, honestly, if you have enough resistance, it really does build up and you'll feel it in the outer hips. So you're going to have a slight bend in your knees. You never really want to be like locking at your knees. So slight bend in your knees, and you're literally just stepping to the side and working with the resistance of the band. So you'll go in one direction and then you go in the other, okay? I actually did these in my workout yesterday, so I already feel it because I'm sore. But honestly, it's a really, really good exercise. And usually what you'll want to do is, usually I'll do like 15 total and then 3 sets. So I'll like step 5 times one way, 5 times back, and I'll do that like 3 times, so it's 15 on each side, and then do 3 sets. The other exercise that's really good for glute strengthening to help support your arch is bridges. So that's going to work your glute max, and it looks like this. With this exercise, you're going to want to do about 3 to 4 sets of it, and you can work between 10 to 15 reps. I'm not going to go over this exercise in detail because I did just post a video that goes over bridges in a lot of detail, so it'll teach you form, and then also it goes over all different bridge progressions so you can find which variation is good for you. I will link that in the description below. So those are some things you could do to help support the arch of your foot. And you might not be able to, totally fix your flat feet if you do have like a structural issue, but it could still help give you a little bit more of an arch support, and it can honestly help prevent some of the symptoms that can come along with having flat feet. With what I share with you guys on my YouTube channel, I just kind of want to show you that you guys really have more control over your bodies than sometimes we give ourselves credit for. So sometimes we might think, oh, well, I just have flat feet, there's nothing I can do about it. And okay, yes, like I said, maybe you're not going to all of a sudden have a normal arch, but there are things you could do to help it so that they don't become symptomatic and so that you prevent issues from happening in the future. So we really do have a lot of power over our bodies. That's all I have for you today, guys. Again, all those links will be in the description down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button right below me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.